All right, fuck it. Yo, Hard Body Bull. We live today. We talking about we're reacting to the Chrisean Rock and Blueface interview on No Jumper podcast. I've tried filming this a few times and it kept like being laggy and shit. Unfortunately, so if it lags a little bit, man, just bear with me. I'm sorry, y'all. This technological podcast shit is real difficult, but we gonna get this shit done. So again, today we're reacting to Chrisean Rock and Blueface's most recent interview on No Jumper. I seen a snippet of it this morning, so I kind of expect, I know what to expect. I will say, Chrisean Rock is fucking character. At first, when I seen her, I liked her, and I thought she was a victim. You know, I was brainwashed by the feminist movement, I guess. I thought she was a victim, and Blueface was like, you know, manipulating her or whatever. Now I realize, hey, this girl just after a certain point, even if Blueface did love bomb her and manipulated her, after a certain point there comes responsibility. And the things she's doing now is just inexcusable. The things she did during this podcast is just crazy. Like, she did this. This is not the first interview she's ruined. She went to Kai Cenat, his crib. They did an interview, and she let him, or he let her do whatever she wanted. He is in Blueface. He was scared as shit. He wasn't trying to fuck with her because she got hands, but this girl's getting out of hand. I feel like it was important for me to address this video because some of the things she does are things that women do a lot nowadays, even girls that aren't as extreme as her. Um, you know, the lack of accountability, the not realizing where she was wrong, the refusal to say sorry, the constantly cutting people off, the talking over people, the not letting nobody get a word in, the her trying to change the subject every time it's a topic she don't want to talk about, which is it's craziness. But anyways, before we get into it, make sure you like and subscribe to the video, turn on post notifications, hit the bell, follow the podcast on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook at Hard Body Bull. That's HardBodyBoul. Trying to hit 1,000 subs, only at like 89. You know, so it's a process. If you want to follow me personally, you can follow me online only on TikTok at Plan B. It's Plan B, spelled the way it sounds, plus the number 3 and the letter E. So it's Plan B, 3E, Plan B, 3E. You'll see a picture of a guy with a green jacket smiling with a microphone. And, you know, it has 900K. So you'll know it's me. But, with that being said, let's get right into it.
World, you know, that's an honor for a motherfucker to say that. Like, really? That's a lot. I like that one song she got by herself.
I want this bitch lit, cause I know that bitch
Man, that's hard. Blueface, Sean, it's going down like the ground that you walk on. Sharp Tank. We started the year off right, man. Told y'all we had some surprises. Told y'all we had some good shit going. And it only happens on No Jump. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we got to talk. Hey, man, this one right here,
We got the hottest couple on the internet.
pretty much right now.
She don't get
Right?
it.
Can I ask you a
That's
question?
not cool. That's
You wanna get violent?
Bad,
That's
bruh.
it, violent.
Can I ask you a question?
Straight up.
So,
bad.
It's the life we
You're
chose.
saying you're bad.
No, I said that's bad. I'm not
That
saying
mentality.
you're
I'm
bad.
saying
You're
that
trying to
mentality.
say, and you're trying to gaslight me. Just let me talk for myself. I don't like nobody setting me up in a conversation. Let me talk for myself.
so
Lit.
It's
I
sensitive.
think I'm gonna finish.
What
the
you
interview.
playing for?
I think I'm gonna finish the interview.
No, you're not.
You wanna do it by yourself?
What do you mean? Do it by
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna
myself.
do it. I'm
Are
not
you
finna-
looking
no,
at
no,
me?
No, no. Wait, listen to what I'm saying. Fuck.
No, because you're being weird.
Hey.
No, take her outside. Take her outside. Take her outside. For you. I don't speak for you.
Right.
That's what you said the whole interview. I don't speak for you. So now you're cut. Like, bro, close the blinds. Bro, close the blinds. Take her outside if you got to.
Why you dismissing me, bro?
No, I
Hey, please get her outside.
Tiny, take her outside, bro.
Please.
Pick her up by her ankle.
Don't, please help, please.
Why you doing that?
You want to be a man? I'm gonna show
I'm
you.
not being a man. You
You're
come here.
no.
You come here. Bobby, you come here.
There ain't nobody trying to grab you, woman, ever like people trying to just be respectful. You'll still be able to talk and assess the situation, but right now, yeah, I just think it's best that it just.
This shit got worse from there, yo. Like it escalated. I mean, honestly, off the rip from the the top of the interview. It didn't show a lot of the interview. It kind of showed the end of it, but you could tell off the rip like it wasn't gonna end well. There were moments in the interview where, whenever they brought something up, she would kind of like be like, "I want to talk about that right now. Why we talking about this? Why we still talking about this? I want to talk about this." It's like, it's not your show. They can talk about whatever they want. You don't have to answer them. That's fine, but they can bring up the conversation if they want. And there was one moment where she was drunk, and a girl like her, when she gets drunk, a girl like her shouldn't be drinking alcohol, period. So the fact they gave her Henny, the devil's juice, they give her that shit. Like, what? You trying to bring out the dog in her, yo? They wanted a good podcast. They wanted some good clips, and they got exactly what the fuck they wanted. There's a point in time where she said, y'all just trying to back me up into a corner because y'all think I'm drunk. No, she said, y'all just trying to back me into a corner because I'm drunk. I'm not even drunk. It's like, you just said you're drunk. You said because I'm drunk. You're only doing this because I'm drunk, but I'm not even that drunk. It's a lot of shit that don't make sense about this interview, but I will say the way she's acting, right, is very it shows me that she either didn't have a father figure in her life, or she had a father figure that was just not disciplining her enough. It seems like the men that she's surrounded by, because I know she has a brother, and I've seen her brother confront Blueface. Girls like this usually turn out this way because the men in their lives, be it their brother or their father or their brothers, they usually turn out this way because the men there was no consequences. There wasn't adequate consequences for their actions. And they grow up thinking that, one, they can do whatever they want without having to deal with the consequences. Two, they're entitled to whatever they want. And three, they don't have to take accountability for anything they do. Everything that goes wrong, even if it's their fault, it's not their fault. And there's some guys that really raise their daughters like this, right? There's some guys that if their daughter beats you up or smacks you, and you hit her one time, or even grab her hand one time and manhandle her, grip her up, she'll go back to her dad and say, he hit me. And the dad won't even ask twice. They'll just come wailing on you. Like, there's some dads that are really simps for their daughters. So, and I know for a fact, dads and brothers, because her brother's like this. I seen a video of her brother confronting Blueface about some bullshit. And the whole issue was like, he's like, why you do my girl like my sister like that, man? He's like, bro, she stole my car and my money and ran away. He's like, all you gotta do is just distance yourself, bro. You don't gotta like put her on blast. He's like, that's what I was doing. And she stole my car. Like, I was distancing myself to get away from her and to get my attention. She stole my car and my money. And he's like, yeah, but come on, man. He's just kind of like, it's like, I don't understand how some people's brains work. Either he genuinely could not see the wrong that his sister was doing, or he seen it, but he was trying to like, yeah, but that's my sister. It's just a soft spot for his sister. Or both. I don't know. But I think guys like that, like, he's going to raise a daughter like Blueface. Like, guys like that just, they want to treat their daughters like a princess, their sisters like a princess at all costs. You understand that cost you may not pay it, but society will, and the men that they interact with will have to pay the cost of your bad parenting or your lack of discipline. An example of this, I seen a TikTok video, an Instagram video posted by It's Tay Tay Baby. Shout out to her. And it showed an Asian man eating food, and he was like, he had his face in the bowl, chopsticks going crazy. So he looked like he was pretty fucking hungry. His daughter's filming him, and she was like, can I have a bite? He said yeah, but the way he said yeah was like, almost like on autopilot. He's like, can I have a bite? Yeah. And then she starts eating it, or, she takes it. And she goes, actually, can I have the whole thing? He said, yeah, sure. Mind you, this guy was hungry. You could tell from how he's eating, like, he was hungry. This man is hungry. He wasn't taking his time eating it on his phone. So he said, yeah, just because women have this effect where when you don't give them what they want, even when they don't deserve it, even even when they're in the wrong, even when it's taking more away from you than anything, even when you're the only one that has to suffer the consequences, they make you feel bad for saying no. And they understand men have a soft spot for that, which is why I tell men to be stoic and men to, put their foot down, set boundaries, and not fall for the bullshit. Because I'm seeing him interact with his daughter, right? And all the comments are like, oh, he's such a great dad. I'm like, no. And then, at the end, I forgot to tell you. At the end, she's like, I was just joking, Dad. I want the whole thing. He's like, oh, you were testing me? She's like, yeah, Jesus. She said this. She's like, yeah, Jesus, I was testing you. In fact, I'm going to pull the video up right now, actually, because I actually really want y'all to see this, because this is pretty important. Because if y'all don't see exactly what I seen, it may not make sense to you. She was shit testing her own father. Her own father. Can't make this shit up. Let me see. Here it is. Hold on. We'll play it back. It's kind of hard to see that. Hold on, I'm turning the brightness down a little bit. Wow, I didn't do shit. Hold up. Yeah, that's better. That's better. I'm gonna adjust it real quick. See what I'm talking about? Peep, right? Some things to take note of. She said, Dad, I'm just joking. Jesus. Like, she seemed almost like, damn, bro, like, stand up for yourself. Like, damn, Jesus, I'm testing you, yeah. Girls do this shit all the time. They shit test guys, and if you let them walk over you like that, they'll keep going. They'll keep, even her own father. I've seen daughters that don't respect their fathers, like, and the comments are saying he's a great dad. No. He has no backbone. And you're raising this daughter and you're conditioning her to think that that's what she should expect from men. That men should just give her what she wants at all times. He literally said in the video, you could tell he's being passive aggressive. He's like, yeah, you can have it, it's fine. He's like, you said you didn't want any before, but it's fine. I'll just eat the melon. Even though I made this fucking meal, like I asked you if you wanted some before, you said no, but you want it now, so you want all of my food? Sure, you can have all my food. I'll just eat this fucking melon. Like, he seemed annoyed. That's what I'm talking about, man. Like, when I see people like Chrisean Rock, I'm like, she was probably raised by either dads like that or brothers like that, because her brother's like that. Give you everything you want. You're never wrong. The princess Disney fairy tale bullshit, man. Y'all think it's fun, and it might ensure peace in the home while the child's growing up, but it'll cause chaos when they leave that house and they become adults. Let's keep it moving.
She off that Hennessy, man.
Blue, can you come here? No. No, can
I gotta take you out. I gotta take you out.
Blue, can you come here? Why are you like that? Can you come here? Can you come here, bro? What are you like? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that?
Oh, shit. Yo. She kicked a fucking TV? That was a big-ass TV. This girl is childish, man. This girl is childish. And this is another thing with some women, not all women. But they tend to, when they get angry, they think they have the right to take it out on any and everyone around them. That's something that guys tend to not like, right? When we say we want to come home to a girl that's peaceful and not arguing, we largely mean we don't want to have to deal with problems that we didn't cause. And I'm sure a lot of guys can understand this. Your girl comes home from work, or you come home from work, or whatever, y'all meet up for the first time that day, like that evening, and then she has an attitude, or she's upset about some shit that ain't got nothing to do with you, and She's not talking. And it's like, man, or she's mad and it's like, why are you taking out your problems on me? I didn't do nothing. She's upset at Blueface and she took it out on fucking No Jumpers TV. That's craziness. Let's keep it going, man.
Blue, what are you doing that for?
Camera down.
You hurting my blue.
Yeah? Or you need me to wet your camera? Huh? Don't worry about what. I will wet your camera.
Blue.
Yo, my thing is, this ain't your crib. Why are you fighting to stay in a building that you don't even own? It's not even yours. If I tell you to get out of my house, just get the fuck out. Why are you fighting? That's illegal. Like, I'm telling you I want you off my premises and you're fighting me to stay on. Holy. That is fucking crazy. Let's keep it going.
What are you doing, my nigga? Come here.
Hold on with you. I'm walking out with you. I'm coming with you.
Hey. I'm trying to step up. Who step up, bro? What did I say? What did I say? What do you mean? Why are you being extra?
But anyway, so where's that?
You know I move, you know I don't get down like that.
Blue,
So
you've been in this shit for a long time. I'm gonna ask you a real question right now. You've been in the spotlight. You've been in the limelight for quite some time now. Do you really, because she's got this fame now, do you feel like she's mentally prepared and ready to take on this new life?
Hell no. But I feel like I'm the only person who has enough patience for her.
Right.
So I don't want to see her demise be,
Of course you don't.
oh, I just said fuck you, and then everybody you deal with now is,
I see you helping the fuck out of her.
it's gonna blackball you.
You gave her motion.
I know she.
I won't lie. He reminds me of a friend of mine. His demeanor and everything. And I get the vibe from him, like, either he didn't have a mom in his life and he's trying to, like, look for that. He's trying to do the opposite of what maybe his father did. Maybe his father left his mom. They split up. Maybe he's trying to, like, reconcile that unconsciously by staying with one woman that is loyal to him or whatever. Or maybe he didn't have his mom in his life and he's looking for that. I don't know what it is, but there's some kind of traumatic or toxic or childhood whatever that's got him, like, not obsessed with this girl, but I just don't see why. Like, all I see is bad shit about them. I never see them when they're happy. Even when she's happy and in love with him, he don't look that happy. So I genuinely don't know what he sees in this girl.
I knew she was damaged when I met her. You know, the show I throw, all the women be damaged, clearly.
She provided all that shit. From the first, like, oh, let Sharp do it. I didn't really know at the time, like, what we was hopping into. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, oh, okay, we about to sit down with some chicks, and then all before I knew it, she was getting in the mix and shit. Woo! Woo!
Wait, Sharp, let's look
Just
video.
went up. Shit almost got broke. Ain't no joke. We in this motherfucker, homie, it go down. We had extra security in this motherfucker today. We done pulled sources like the fire department, man, from San Diego, LA. We got everybody in the building, church. When this shit go down, hey, man, when y'all see this one, y'all already know, man, it's still the sharpest, coolest podcast in the motherfucking world, man. And we doing it for real and not for play. You rich. Hey, I appreciate you for real for coming. And I hope you, hey, I want you to come back. No, hey, you ain't gotta apologize, 'cause I get it. I get it. Even if it's just you, hey, I will make sure it's facilitated for you. We're gonna keep the Hennessy in one spot, okay? And it's yours. We will not let nobody touch it. Or me and you bombing on the ass. I ain't gonna let them touch your shit. Hey, straight up. Come back whenever you want to. Hey, Shark Tank, you never know what you're gonna see.
It's fucking crazy, man. Fucking craziness. Wow. God bless you, Blueface. You're a patient man. I couldn't do it myself.
Shark Tank.
Whoa, this shit's still
No
going.
Jumper. The coolest
Hold up.
podcast in the world. It's your girl Gina Views.
Sharp.
Okay, I had to pause that for a second. Yeah, I don't know how you do it, bro. You're a patient man. I honestly don't see what it is you see in this girl. It might just be the diehard loyalty, which, you know, is very rare to find. Maybe he called her while she was a virgin or something, and now that's why she's so... I don't know. But I feel like she's abusing him. I feel like she's beating his ass. Maybe not abusing him to the point where like he can't fight her, but to the point where like he's scared. Like even if I knew I could beat you up, I don't want to feel like everything I do could start a fight. Even if I know I could beat you, I just don't want, like, no one wants to live like that. I'm just assuming, though, I'm going off what I've seen from the outside. Who knows? This is my hard body opinion. But yeah, that was wild, man. Hopefully, he can figure that shit out. Hopefully Chrisean. Good luck, man. Hard body boy, we out.